Welcome back to Science-Based Violence on Tony's MMA Corner, the only show where we use cutting-edge physics, deep research, and 100% confidence to analyze MMA fans the way Darwin intended. Today's topic, MMA fan archetypes, or as I like to call them, the real reason MMA Twitter should be quarantined. Let's break down exactly who is watching these fights and why they need therapy, but shouldn't get it because therapy is a scam. Now be warned, this is not a comprehensive list. I am sure that just like heavy metal, there are many subgenres of MMA fans. But I am not trying to be here all day. Unlike most MMA fans, I have a wife and kids. Let's start off with the most recognizable archetype, the casual. This is the guy who only watches Conor McGregor, Sean O'Malley, and Chama, and now thinks he's an MMA analyst. He'll say stuff like, "Bro, why don't they just stand and bang?" after a single takedown attempt. He thinks mixing the martial arts in an MMA fight is grounds for getting banned from the UFC. Next up is the hardcore nerd. This guy watches every fight, every prelim, every weigh-in, every face-off, and every embedded episode like he's preparing for the SATs. He'll say things like, "Actually, if you look at the striking differential over the last 14 fights, you'll see, bro, stop. We get it. You listen to the Joe Rogan Experience, and women won't look at you." This is the only man who can break down the biomechanics of a rear naked choke, but still can't make eye contact with the opposite sex. Next up is an ignorant, benevolent creature, the blessed casual. This is the positive version of the casual. He watches the main card, has no idea what grappling is, but he's just happy to be here. He thinks every spinning kick is the greatest technique ever created. He thinks Bruce Buffer invented yelling. He will scream, "Oh!" even when a punch missed by 8 miles. This is the friend you want over at a fight night, because everything is magic to him, and you wish you weren't so jaded and could see the world through his eyes. Next is the conspiracy fan. This person believes every fight is rigged, every decision is rigged, every takedown is rigged, every fighter is rigged. They're all on PEDs because they have the abs that he wishes he had, and he can't get them because his food is rigged and the gym is rigged. Someone gets knocked out? Bro, they trained that. Look at that slow-mo. See the blink? That means it's scripted. These are the same people who think the UFC is controlled by the Illuminati and that USADA is run by aliens. He also strongly believes he could submit a UFC fighter if he really trained for like 2 weeks. And then you have the old head. This is the guy still yelling, "Bro, pride was better." No matter what happens in modern MMA, he will say Fedor beats him. He's no Shogun. Back in my day, they fought in a ring, on steroids, and it was real. This man hasn't enjoyed a fight since 2008. Next on the list is the self-proclaimed expert. This is the dude who trains once a week, usually half a class, at a jiu-jitsu class in a yoga studio, or I love kickboxing, and suddenly thinks he's Khabib's long-lost cousin. He'll watch a fight and go, "Bro, he should have gone for the armbar there." Meanwhile, this man taps to the warm-ups and shadow boxes like he's had too many vaccines as a kid. He wears rash guards to the grocery store just to make sure that people know he trains. He also thinks he will survive a street fight because he listens to Joe Rogan, does drugs, and licked a frog once. The miserable hater. This freaking guy watches every card, pretends he hates the UFC, pretends he hates Dana, pretends he hates fighters, but never misses a single event, even though every event is the worst card ever. This is the guy that will tweet that he is done with MMA 14 times a year. This specimen really gets off on when a fighter who has had a dominant run finally loses. He feels if he can't be successful in life, no one can. Finally, we have the Chad violence purist. Watches MMA purely for the enjoyment of violence. When asked how he could enjoy Conor getting choked by Khabib, while at the same time enjoy Alex Pereira sparking Ankalaev, he simply states that he is just a fan of violence. For he has transcended your normie world of fanaticism for a particular fighter. He does not glaze a fighter. He glazes the violence. He is what you should all aspire to be. And that's your official science-based MMA fan archetype breakdown. Remember, no matter which one you are, you can all be united under one universal truth. You all think you could beat CM Punk, even though 90% of you haven't been able to beat diabetes. That brings us to the end of this installment of Science-Based Violence. What do you guys think? Which of these archetypes is the most annoying? Drop a comment and be a part of the study. And I'll see you guys next time on Tony's MMA Corner. If you like the video and want to support the channel, like, subscribe, comment. If not, then you are a science denier.